So I just came up onto this sign and I thought maybe we would treat this as a choose your own adventure book where you guys pick which way I go. We can either go right or we can go to the left. Well, seems how I just came from the right, we'll be going to the left. I am going to try to keep the noise down. I'm back in the woods because of the amount of wind. As you can see, there's no longer any leaves, but a bunch of snow. So hopefully my footsteps aren't picked up on this video. So today we're going to talk about something controversial. Not as controversial as Jesus Christ being Lord and King, maybe, but I think it's right behind that. And that is whether audiobooks are considered reading or not. And I thought I'd give my takes on that. And you guys will see that I am clearly in a minority when it comes to this. And I'm actually the minority amongst my family as well. They think I'm nuts, but that's okay. You guys probably do as well. But I did make some notes because I want to kind of try and stay on topic. And I probably will be reading from those notes. So if I either sound like a 5-year-old learning how to read or a robot, that is why. And if you hear the paper crinkling, again, that is what you're hearing. So what I decided to do is start off with the definition of reading. And what I got was the action or skill of reading written or printed material silently or aloud. So my next note under that says there's nowhere in that definition that the word listen appears. So it's an action or a skill. So it even says you're reading written. You're not listening to anything. So that would be my first thing, is that the word reading, that's the definition there. Then I decided to look up the word audiobook, and what it said was recording of a reading of a book. The definition indicates someone other than ourselves in reading it to us. All we are doing is listening. Okay, so that was my notes. So my thought is you're listening to an audiobook. It is being read, but it's being read by somebody else. You're not actually doing the reading. You're doing the listening. So again, there's my argument that I don't think it's reading, but let's go on. The next thing I decided to look up was the definition of listening, and what it said there was give one's attention to sound. Okay, so we're giving the attention to sound. Again, we're not reading, we're listening. Our attention is to the sound. It's not to the action of our eyes going over the words. Although the book is being read to us by someone else, we are listening to it, right? I'm not saying that the information that we're getting isn't being retained. Somebody reading for themselves and somebody reading for somebody else, you're going to get the same information from what you're being told or what you're actually reading. So that argument, that's not even an argument I want to make. I think that argument there is you're going to get the same kind of information whether somebody reads it to you or if you read it to yourself. Another topic I've heard people say, what about blind people? They can't read, right? They can't physically read, but what I would say is that there's Braille, right? So again, reading is an activity. It's a physical thing. So they're actually reading with their hands. So again, it's not somebody reading for them. They're actually doing the reading, but they're just doing it in a different style as far as an action. And I've heard people say that the action part doesn't really apply to this. But what I would say to that is, like, I listen to audiobooks, but normally when I'm listening to them, and most of the people out there that I watch will say the same thing. They're doing something else. They're multitasking. So when I listen to an audiobook, I'm out doing yard work. I'm pretty sure most of us can't jog and read. I'm pretty sure most of us can't shovel horse crap and read or mow the lawn and read. But you can listen to an audiobook and do all those things. Again, what I will just say is that there is a difference between reading and listening. So yeah, I'm going to try and piece that all together. I'm not sure how well that all came out. We may do this again, depending on how badly I butchered that. But what I did want to say, I actually, back when I was in high school, my senior year, I delivered pizzas for Pizza Hut, which was 91. So yeah, Pizza Hut, if you want to give me a call and we can work out some type of sponsorship, that'd be great. But this one right now is on me. But yeah, I used to deliver. And back in those days, they used to be called books on tapes. And I used to go to the local library and take out books on tapes and listen to those while I would deliver pizzas. And I know this is going to be shocking to some of you, but yeah, most of those were Westerns. I know that's hard to believe, seeing how I've done like 3 or 4 different reviews on Westerns, but yeah. So, I don't have a hatred towards audiobooks. I just don't see how you can count them as reading. Like, there's no way that I'm going to, I set a goal of reading 53 books last year. I probably listened to maybe 3 or 4 audiobooks, but I didn't count those as reading because I don't feel like I physically read those books. I listened to them. I got the same amount of information out of them by listening to them, but I didn't feel like I did the work. So that's just maybe what it is when it comes down to it, is like, what kind of work are you putting into it? I don't know. I'll be curious to see how this is taken. I guess by that I mean the 2 or 3 people that will actually watch this video. So what's your take? I think I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to listen to this. If this came out like trash, I'm going to probably redo it. The problem is I'm leaving the trail, so if I have to do it again, it's going to be windy. But all right, that's it. I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.